2 Kings chapter 18. And it came to be in the 3rd year of Hosea, son of Elah, sovereign of Israel, that Hezekiah, or Hezekiah, son of Ahaz, sovereign of Judah, began to reign. He was 25 years old when he began, and he reigned for 29 years in Jerusalem. His mother was Abi, daughter of Zechariah, and he did what was right in the eyes of Yahweh, according to all that his father did. He took away the high places, he broke down the pillars, he cut down the Asherah, and broke in pieces the bronze serpent which Moshe had made, for until those days the children of Israel burned incense to it, and called it Nehushtan. He put his trust in Yahweh, Elohim of Israel, and after him was none like him among all the sovereigns of Judah, nor who were before him. He clung to Yahweh. He did not turn away from following him. He guarded his commands, which Yah had commanded Moshe. And Yah was with him wherever he went. He acted wisely. And he rebelled against the sovereign of Ashur and did not serve him. He smote the Pelethites as far as Gaza and its borders, from watchtower to walled cities. And it came to be in the 4th year of sovereign Hezekiah, which was the 7th year of Hosea, son of Elah, sovereign of Israel, that Shalmaneser, sovereign of Ashur, came up against Shamron and besieged it. They captured it at the end of 3 years, and in the 6th year, Hezekiah, that is in the 9th year of Hoshea, sovereign of Israel, Shamron was captured. And the sovereign of Ashur exiled Israel to Ashur, and placed them in Halah and Habor and the river of Gozan and the cities of the Madites, because they did not obey the voice of Yah, their Elohim, but they transgressed his covenant. All that Moshe, the servant of Yah, had commanded, and they did not obey or do them. And in the 14th year of sovereign Hezekiah, Sennacherib, sovereign of Ashur, came up against all the walled cities of Judah and captured them. And Hezekiah, sovereign of Judah, sent to the sovereign of Ashur at Lachish, saying, I have sinned, turn away from me. I shall bear whatever you impose on me. And the sovereign of Ashur imposed upon Hezekiah 300 kikars of silver and 30 kikars of gold. And Hezekiah gave him all the silver that was found in the house of Yah and in the treasuries of the sovereign's house. And at that time Hezekiah cut off the doors of the Hakel of Yah and the doorpost which Hezekiah, sovereign of Judah, overlaid, and gave it to the sovereign of Ashur. And the sovereign of Ashur sent to Tartan and the Rabsaris and the Rabshakeh from Lachish with a great army against Jerusalem to sovereign Hezekiah. And they went up, came to Jerusalem. When they had come, they came and stood by the channel of the upper pool, which was on the highway to the launderer's field. And they called to the sovereign, and Eliakim, son of Hilkiyahu, who was over the household, and Shebna the scribe, and Joah, son of Asaph, the recorder, came out to them. And the Rabshakeh said to them, Please say to Hezekiah, Thus says the great sovereign, the sovereign of Ashur, what is this trust in which you have trusted? You have spoken of having counsel and strength for battle, but they are only words of the lips. And in whom do you trust that you rebel against me? Now look, you have put your trust in the staff of this crushed reed, Mitzrayim, on which if a man leans, it shall go into his hand and pierce it. So is Pharaoh, sovereign of Mitzrayim, to all who trust in him. But when you say to me, we trust in Yah, our Elohim, is it not he whose high places and whose altars Hezekiah has taken away, and said to Judah and Jerusalem, Bow yourselves before this altar in Jerusalem? Now I urge you, give a pledge to my master, the sovereign of Ashur. Then I give you 2,000 horses, if you're able to put riders on them. And how do you turn back the face of one commander of the least of my master's servants, and trust in Egypt for chariots and horsemen? Have I now come up without Yah against this place to destroy it? Yah said to me, go up against this land, and he shall destroy it. Then says Eliakim, son of Hilkiah, and Shebna, and Joah to the Rabshakeh, please speak to your servants in Aramaic, for we understand it, and do not speak to us in the language of Judah in the ears of the people who dwell on the wall. The Rabshakeh said, has my master sent me to your master and to you to speak these words, and not to the men sitting on the wall that eat their own dung and drink their own urine was with you? And the Rabshakeh stood and called out with a loud voice in the language of Judah, and spoke and says, hear the word of the great sovereign, the sovereign of Ashur. Thus says the sovereign, do not let Hezekiah deceive you, for he is unable to deliver you out of his hand. Do not let Hezekiah make you trust in Yah, saying, Yah shall certainly deliver us, and this city is not given into the hand of the sovereign of Ashur. Do not listen to Hezekiah, for thus says the sovereign of Ashur, make peace with me by a present. Come out to me, let each of you eat from his own vine, and each from his own fig tree, and drink of the waters of his own cistern, until I come. Then I shall take you away to a land like your own land, a land of grain and new wine, a land of bread and vineyards, a land of olive trees and honey and live and not die, and live and not die. But do not listen to Hezekiah when he misleads you, saying, Yah will deliver us. Has any of the mighty ones of the nations at all delivered its land from the hand of the sovereign of Ashur? Where are the mighty ones of Hamath and Arpad? Where are the mighty ones of Sepharwaim and Hena and Ewa? Did they deliver Shamaron from my hand? Who among all the mighty ones of the lands has delivered their land out of my hand, that Yah should deliver Jerusalem from my hand? But the people were silent and did not answer him a word, for the command of the sovereign was, do not answer him. And Eliakim, son of Hilkiah, who was over this household, and Shebna the scribe, and Joah son of Asaph the recorder, came to Hezekiah with their garments torn. They reported to him the words of the Rabshakeh.